What's up, guys? Cheers here. Welcome back to NBA 2K21. We're still in college for the Gators. Let's see how this goes.
Hey, man, you letting the noise in. It'll bury you.
Yeah, I feel like the media is out to get me. That Alex Williams?
She's doing her job.
Nah, it feels personal.
Hey, even if it is, if you were to ask her or any other reporter to stop, you think they would?
No.
Exactly. All right, that's what you got to understand. It's relentless. Every single game, the fans, the media, the scouts, all you can do is play through it. Leave it all out there.
I hear you, Coach.
Hey, hold on. Hear me out. You got to get out of your head. It's time to step up. This team needs a leader right now. Let's go, Junior.
If you say so, Coach. Coach is trying to do me dirty. But I gotta concentrate on the team. Alright. We'll see how well we play in this game, but I'm definitely gonna... Right now we're in like the early second round. I'm gonna try to go number 1 overall. We'll see how this goes, and...
Thanks for joining us as we get set for 2K Sports' presentation of college basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Syracuse Orange going up against the Florida Gators. I'm Forrest Hunt. Joining me are Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And guys, does watching these games take you back to your college days?
Absolutely it does. You instantly get caught back up in all the excitement, and it also doesn't hurt when those memories are taking you back to a championship season.
Yeah, you know, it does bring up some great memories, and it's always fascinating to see how much has changed and how much really has stayed the same, status quo with these schools.
Diaz outside to the inside. Junior. Basket is good. The assist from Diaz. The Florida Gators have long been a football powerhouse. They were a football school. It wasn't until about 20 years ago that they really became a basketball program, and the basketball program could say the same thing.
And now both programs are some of the most respected in the country. The school's large enough to be fanatical about both sports. With the athletic talent in Florida, both programs always have some great athletes coming in. West making things easier for the Q's bigs with every basket he scores inside. His versatility is a huge positive for this team.
Now here's Junior. Back to Lawson. Down low. And that one's good. Junior.
I tell you what, Junior certainly doesn't feel inferior on the interior as he attacks defenses with purpose.
Pass to Wolf. Miller. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the break. He lets go from deep, and Diaz gets it to go.
And you can see how comfortable Diaz has gotten at the line, not afraid to show off that impressive range.
Pass to Wolf. Here's James. Offensive rebound. Miller. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
I don't think you can overstate the importance of Billy Donovan to this school. I mean, he ushered in a golden era for their hoops program. Went on to the NBA, and that's where he is now, but he really made his mark with the Gators.
Guys, with Billy Donovan, he had over 15 years of sustained success with the Florida Gators.
Donovan was a star in his own right in college. He played for and coached under some of the top collegiate coaches of all time. Donovan laid the foundation for what this program has become.
Now here's Starks. Pass to Wolf. Lays it up and banks it in. The Gators leading. Now Lawson. Shoots over Starks. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Here's Syracuse now. James. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's going to be on Mercer, and he's got his first. Free throw numbers for him, 6 for 7.
And how good has he been at the line?
He sure has been. I mean, you can tell that he had that nice rhythm right from the start.
And that one misses.
Well, you know, the stretch for the Gators in their history is easy to pick. I mean, the school won back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. That was clearly a dominant era for the program.
Thompson outside. Back to Junior. And here's Nelson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Talking about those 06 and 07 titles for Florida. Those were the first 2 championships for the school, guys.
The Gators had been to the finals before, but hadn't come away with a win. Very rare to see a school win twice in a row like that. Those teams established the school as a basketball powerhouse. And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Nelson, the open look. The shot's good. West making the play.
And that's a good glimpse of Kai's tremendous court vision. Sees the open man and gets it to him before the D has a chance to react.
A nice shot by Mercer.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Syracuse in the lead. Outside Sanders. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Junior. And he floats it in for an easy 2. Credit the assist on that play.
The roster of the alumni for the Gators, pretty impressive. You look at some great NBA players on that list that did their college basketball playing at Florida.
Some of the big names in the league, Brad Beal, Al Horford, they were stars here with Florida before making the jump. Overall, the Gators can be counted on to supply a fair amount of NBA players at any given time.
A nice shot by Sanders.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Mercer. Thompson. Junior with it. Mercer, guarded by Starks. Left block shot on the way. Again, Florida. And the Orange with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Sanders. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's on Red Thompson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Gators trailing. Pass to Lawson.
I don't think there's any question about it. Carmelo Anthony, clearly the most famous Orange graduate, but you know what? There have been a fair amount of NBA players that have come from that program as well.
Syracuse will usually have a player or 2 that could play at the next level. Often they'll recruit players who will be great in college, and a lot of their best players have stuck around for 4 years because of that.
Pass to Dennis. Wolf. Now Miller. Inside. Wolf. Now here's Sanders. Syracuse, no good that time either.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Good job that time by Junior. Solid ball movement, understanding, and even sensing when one of his guys was open there.
4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Wolf. A nice shot by Sanders.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
To the middle. Lawson uses the glass to finish the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Sanders. Off target from outside. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. And through the first half of play, what about Junior's performance stands out?
And he did just what a lead guard should do. Control the action and keep his teammates involved.
And, you know, he's got 4 dimes already, quite possibly on pace for double-digit assists for the game. That kind of unselfishness is something that can really galvanize the whole team. Syracuse has 1 title to its name, but a lot of near misses, too. Clearly, you look at the tournament history for the Orange, a lot of highs and lows for sure.
You guys, the Orange also winning some titles before there was a standardized tournament.
The school is claimed to be the champions in 1918 and 1926. That might be when the school fell in love with the hardwood. They've had plenty of runner-up finishes and semifinal exits in their storied history.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Thompson outside. Back to Junior. The basket good out the assist from Thompson.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Miller with it. 10 points for him. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Mercer. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long. In one of the legendary recruiting classes for the Gators, that 2004 class, the starting 5 and 6th men all went on to play pro ball. They call themselves the 04s for the year they all enrolled. And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Ditto that. I mean, things have really been turned up.
Lawson outside. Starks with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Shots good by James.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And the talent level for the 04s, simply unreal. Multiple Gators going on to have great pro careers.
You know, it was led by Al Horford, Joakim Noah, and Corey Brewer. Easily one of the best recruiting classes ever in college basketball, in my opinion. Very few colleges have ever seen a class that talented.
Pass to Miller. Now here's Thompson. Now Junior. He's guarded by West. And here's Thompson. Back to Mercer. Diaz. Now here's Junior. He's guarded by West. Pass to Lawson. Just 5 to shoot. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. The Orange trail.
Well, you know, the Orange have 1 title for all their success in college hoops, and they've had plenty over the years. They got it done in 2003, crowned as champions. Melo led the way. It was an absolutely fantastic tournament run, and really was a crowning achievement for the program.
Back to Miller. There's the triple. That's another one for him. His 5th make and just 7 shots.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And you guys, beyond Melo, there were a handful of other players on that team that would go on to play pro ball.
They beat some tough teams in the tournament as well. It was a long-awaited moment for Orange fans. Those who were around will never forget that 2003 team.
Diaz, right side. Junior, defended by Miller. Back to Thompson. Pass to Junior. And here's Mercer, defended by Miller. Fades away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, this is just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And the Orange call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the line.
And it's the Gators with the ball. It's a one-point game. Red Thompson, a player that entered the program the same year as Junior. Those two have grown close during their time here.
Thompson's a little bit of the Robin to Junior's Batman. Plays well off of him on both sides of the floor, and coming in the same year, creating for one another with how they play, it's easy to see why they form such a bond.
Miller, covered by Junior. To tie it up. Nelson, no good. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Now Sanders. Pass to West. Back to Sanders. West gets the three-pointer to fall.
The best example of West's maturity is how cool he is under pressure. Doesn't shy away from the big moments. This guy rises to the occasion.
A nice shot by Mercer.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Timeout called. The Orange. Junior really making a difference here.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
To the paint. Here's Miller. That drops, and it comes off an assist from West. A big part of what elevates the excitement of these college games has got to be the die-hard fans, who are so unrelenting in their support of their teams.
You got that right. These crowds stay amped up for the entire game. The dedication of these fans is truly second to none.
Yeah, you know, these fans will do about anything to fire their teams up and give them an edge. That's why a lot of these schools really literally think of their fans as the sixth man.
To take the lead. And again, it's Syracuse with a three.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
And so it looks like the Gators will retain possession here. And it's the Gators with the ball. To the middle. Lawson, defended by Miller. Mercer outside. Junior. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You know, what I like most about Junior is how he stays confident, composed, and focused. I mean, even when he's going through a tough stretch, for a young player that's just developing, he's got a lot of self-confidence.
Outside Miller. And it's going to be two free throws, drawing the contact on the shot. It's going to be on Junior. You know, one thing that makes these games so compelling is the influx of new play styles. Some of these players could be the prototype of what's to come for the NBA.
Well, these players all bring to the court the latest ideas and techniques, stuff they picked up online or in games with friends, and they're less afraid to try new things.
Yeah, you know, they haven't really fully defined their comfort zone yet, so there's a willingness, actually an eagerness to stretch your abilities and really test yourself out there. I love that.
And they go to the intentional foul. And no good on the 1-and-1.
Points are an absolute must here.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
Diaz, he's guarded by West, nails it.
And the Gators know Diaz has the pure shooting ability to deliver there. They dish it to him in rhythm and trust that he's going to be the one to bail him out.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his third foul of the game. Single bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for the first of the 1-and-1 opportunity. And so he gets them both. And it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Pass to Thompson. Diaz. Can't can't get the three to fall. And so they'll choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope the alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And so it's Syracuse winning this one.
You know, it was a subpar performance, and maybe it did cost his team. And I think Junior's got to be frustrated that he couldn't do more to help his team out.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue it's a setback in his progress, but let's have some perspective. It's one game, and he's got many more ahead of him.
And that'll wrap it up for us. Until next time. Good night.
But I think I'm in a generous mood. I'll give you 2 games instead of 1. So.
Hey, I asked you to step up and be a leader out there.
You're right, coach. No excuses.
Hey, it's a little too late in the season to just fall back on my bad. That ain't good enough. From this point on, every game you play needs to be played like it's your last, and that can't be an expectation from me. If you want to be great, you need to ask that of yourself.
We're behind you, Junior. We're going to turn this around.
At least I'm 28th in the draft pick. Let's see what happens.
No matter what I do, Coach, Alex Williams, the fans, they're on me. Good or bad. It's starting to get to me.
So don't let him.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
You're the star of one of the best basketball teams in the country. It's not supposed to be easy.
Mm-hmm. Is that supposed to make me feel better?
It's not my job to make you feel better.
Just wish you were around more.
Is it just me, or are we talking past each other?
Why were you ghosting me?
What? I wasn't ghosting you. I was busy playing soccer around the world.
Okay, and what happens if this gets bigger and I make it to the league?
Well, then I will sit courtside at every game, and when you're on the road, I'll lay in bed and wonder if you're okay or how I can make you feel better.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want that.
Are you sure?
I want you exactly as you are.
But at your beck and call. You want someone to rub your back and tell you it's all gonna be okay, Junior. Maybe Hendricks Cobb will always be better than you. Maybe you won't win a championship. It's not the end of the world.
This isn't helping.
Or get drafted. I don't know.
This is not helping.
Well, it's up to you to define the outcome. No one else. Get it?
I think I need to leave.
Yeah, you should.
Ellie, there's a lot going on, and I let it get the best of me. I'm sorry. I'll stay all night. I'll miss games, I'll miss class, I don't care. I just want this to work.
Go home, Junior.
I think that's just exactly how my relationships were last time.
Okay. Just stop, because I can't do this no more.
Do what?
Let's just speed it up.
Speed what up?
Whatever this is, I'm calling it your Ellie Low moment.
I'm good. I'm done with her.
Yeah, you're not. That's good though. Let's keep it going. Let's speed this up.
I'm not apologizing, Red.
You will and you should.
I'll miss her.
Now we're talking.
Gotta figure out a way to get her back.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll talk later, Red.
You're welcome. Everybody need a red. Come on.
Oh my God. Yeah?
Hi, Madison.
I'm trying to watch a movie.
Hey, you seen Ellie? I'm not sure if she told you, but we had a big fight.
She did. And our next door neighbor told me.
Look, I know I was being a big jerk, all right?
Yeah, she said that too.
Can I just talk to Ellie, please? I only want to see her for 2 minutes.
Nope.
Well, why not?
Because she's gone.
All right, so where did she go?
I think I would tell you.
Come on, please. I just want to talk to her.
Okay, I'll tell you, but you better promise not to tell her I told you, or you're really gonna be at the doghouse, and so am I.
I promise.
Canada.
What? Wait, hold on, when did she leave?
You may be able to catch her at the train station if you leave right
Thanks,
now.
Madison. Ellie, wait. Ellie, stop.
Junior!
Look, I didn't want you to leave without saying bye. I'm sorry about what I said. Okay?
I'm glad you came. I didn't want us to end that way. I got called up to the national team full time.
Okay, so when am I gonna see you again?
I don't know. I might never come back. If it all goes right, then I won't. Look, you don't need me or anyone else to help you out, Junior. You're a star. Just own it. Can I just ask one last thing?
Yeah, what's that?
Will you please take Hendricks down next game? I think it would really benefit him.
Okay, 2 games. I promise I'm gonna do 2 games today for a video, so I don't have time for that one. Because I don't have something to do until 3, so I have 1 hour times. Because then you have an hour to prepare for something. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. So, let's see how well I can do with this game. And with the pressure she's gonna try and get me to do, it's gonna be hard.
Yo! Yo, Hendricks, what's up, man?
Hey, if the idea of facing me got you down, look, I get it. That's a long list of people who feel the same way.
Yeah, that must be it.
Hey, there was a game. We were 9. I was on the bench and you was playing. And these 2 adults was,
Yeah, they said I had all the upside and you need to match my hustle.
I told you this story.
You always tell me the story.
And one of the guys was your dad.
My dad, yeah. And you know my dad ain't say that to you?
Hey, I didn't say he said it to me. I heard him say it to another adult. And you know, when adults say stuff to other adults, it's definitely real. Look, man, after that season, you quit and went all in on football.
It's been a long season.
That it has. See you on the floor.
See you on the floor.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's time for college basketball, and we have an exciting matchup on the way. Our game tonight featuring the Oklahoma Sooners as they go up against the Florida Gators. Joined at the table by Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Forrest Hunt, and no question this game tonight should be a fun one.
Just listen to that crowd. College fans sure know how to get lit and worked up. They fire their teams up with that energy.
Both of these teams want to send their fans home happy. And when your fans are also your friends and classmates, that's just extra motivation to excel.
To the middle, here's Evans, and he takes it in for the layup off the nice feed.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent. You know, one thing you can really count on is the Gators are going to be tough here. I mean, this program is so consistent at putting together a tough team year to year.
Despite being in a tough conference, they'll usually make the tournament and have a solid record.
Floats one up. Count that bucket.
He likes to score style points along with actual points. And for Cobb, there's no shot with more style to it than the floater.
Lawson right side. Thompson. Junior outside. Mercer outside. Here's Conley. Rejected by Diaz.
And frankly, Diaz is just outworking everyone else on the floor. Manages to block the shot practically through sheer effort alone.
It's Red Thompson on the wing. Mercer outside. Over Evans. And yes, he got the English that time as it falls.
Good job that time by Junior. Solid ball movement, understanding, and even sensing when one of his guys was open there. And, you know, this Oklahoma Sooners basketball program really came into prominence, I think, in the late 80s. That's the first time they were a big name on the modern national stage.
And in 1988, the Sooners were runners-up in the title game. That team featured a handful of future pro players. Oklahoma's still looking for that first championship. And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Outside Cobb. Over to the left wing. The three ball. Florida grabs the miss. Now Diaz. Pass to Junior. Thompson with the ball. Back to Junior. The basket good off the assist from Thompson.
Good recognition there from Thompson, sizing up the defense and getting it to a wide open player.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The Gators with the lead. Diaz outside. Junior guarded by Cobb. Back to Junior. Thompson. Lawson left side. Here's Mercer, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Talking about the connections between Hendrix Cobb and Junior. Cobb was actually coached by Junior's dad growing up.
You know, that's true. The man simply known as Duke Coach Cobb.
To the inside. And Junior gets it to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Pass to Underwood. Now here's Barrett. Covered by Junior. Norris for three. The shot off that time. And Florida now the other way. On the wing, Bayless. Back to Junior. Here's Waters. Good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Junior outside. Fisher. Yes! And it's Junior picking up the assist.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
Well, the biggest former Sooner in recent years, Trae Young. He was a huge star here with the Sooners. Now the face of a franchise and a rising star in the NBA.
Drills it from outside.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Fisher. Back to Junior. And he banks in the layup. Looking back at the attention Young commanded in college, you simply couldn't leave him alone.
And you know, Young is poised, I think, to be an all-time great shooter. You know, just like he was in college and now in the NBA. I tell you what, the Sooners are glad to call him one of their own.
Now Norris. Here's Barrett. No good on the three. Pass to Bayless. Launches a three. Rebounded by Norris.
And I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Here's Underwood. The three-pointer off the mark. Bayless outside. Junior guarded by Barrett. Here's Junior, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And the Sooners, you guys, known more for their football program, of course, but their fans do love all sports.
You know, the football program has a more storied past, but Sooner fans love any competition, and sports get top billing in the Sooner State.
Mercer up top. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
The assist totals just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Over to the wing. Here's Conley. The Sooners again can't hit. And the Gators with possession. Shoots off the step back. And again, it's Florida.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Outside Vincent. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Gators. Pass to Junior. Thompson. Junior, guarded by Cobb. Junior with the bucket.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is...
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Gators ahead, delivering the blowout. And through the first half of play, what about Junior's performance stands out?
You know, he's kind of letting the game come to him. Not exactly taking over like we've come to expect, but he's been steady Eddie out there.
And I look for him to step it up in the second half. Scouts always in attendance. You don't want to be seen as coasting, or it can cost you. And a name that many have been watching for years now, Hendrix Cobb. He's been one of the most highly anticipated names in college hoops for years. You definitely feel he'll be the next big thing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Rejected by Mercer. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Sooners will retain possession. Pass to Bailey. Here's Conley. Fires from 14. Lawson with the rebound. And with Cobb, it's because he can do it all. There's no weakness in his game, and he's been perfecting his craft for years.
You know, Cobb knows he's the top dog in the country. He embraces that role and that mantle really well. He's got the mentality that he's going to be competitive and try to prove that he's worthy of that #1 ranking. He's trying to do everything in his power to be a generational player.
Pass to Bailey. And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws. Well, you know Hendrix Cobb is as confident as they get, and he's given himself the nickname the Hendrix Cobb Experience.
And you know, a lot of players try to deflect the fact that they're the top prospect, the #1 guy, but Cobb has done the opposite. He embraces it. You know, it might rub some people the wrong way, but he's got the game to back it up. And I like seeing him be confident and bold with it.
Here's Bailey. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Cobb. Good on the triple.
You know, with the nature of the NBA game being predicated on spacing, Cobb knew he had to refine his three-point shot, and you can tell he's been working on it.
Lawson with his first shot attempt. The shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
The 3 from Hendrix Cobb, and the Sooners hit again from deep.
Hey, I tell you what, if I was coaching against Cobb, he would be the top priority on the scouting report. You can't let him get started.
Diaz outside. Cobb with a steal.
And, you know, the #1 high school prospect for this class, Hendrix Cobb, born in New Jersey but spent middle and high school in Louisiana. He is as talented and gifted as they come.
Mercer outside. Diaz outside. Inside. And he converts the layup.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
The 3 from Hendrix Cobb. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Sooners will retain possession.
Come this side.
And here's Cobb. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And what a huge victory for this school to get the commitment from Hendrix Cobb, you guys. He immediately puts them in national title conversation.
Cobb has the elite talent that can take your program to the promised land as long as he's there. Coach went all in to recruit this young man, and it has paid off. There might not be a better basketball prospect than Cobb for years.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for him.
Well, you can see Junior's grit right there. His willingness to get physical, meet the contact, and draw fouls. That bodes well for his future and actually bodes well for the present, too. And, you know, one thing that jumps out at you with Cobb is that his athleticism is off the charts, unreal. You talk about an NBA-ready body, check that box, too. You can match his speed and power at any level.
Junior, guarded by Cobb. And here's Red Thompson from the arc. Good! And the assist goes to Junior.
Hey, it's plain and obvious that Thompson puts in time working on his shot. Grabs the ball there and sends it straight in. Boom.
Down low. Cobb. That's his 6th make from the field. He is 6 for 9. And when talking about the athleticism of Cobb, it's one reason why he's so highly regarded as a prospect.
The blend of speed and strength is rare to see. It's once-in-a-generation type of athleticism. There's more to the game than being an athlete, but it sure helps a ton if you're as gifted as Cobb.
And stolen by Junior. And out of bounds. The Sooners will take it. And stolen by Junior. Out to Diaz. And the Gators get another 3.
And the focus Diaz has at the arc, doesn't want to waste any shots or jeopardize his hard-earned three-point percentage.
The kick out to Cobb. Let's go from 3. Add another one to the scoring column for him. He's 7 for 10. A contributor to any team's success is the chemistry on the floor between the players. Do you guys think the brevity of college careers makes it harder to build those bonds?
I don't think so. No, these players are studying together, practicing together, living together. You instantly form strong connections in those situations.
Hey, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, a lot of these guys are making friendships that are going to last a lifetime with their teammates. Just one more way in which these college seasons are where players are really forged on and off the floor.
Three-pointer, Cobb, and the Sooners hit again from deep.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Here's Lawson, and that one drops.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And again, it's Cobb.
And I hope everyone is enjoying the Hendricks Cobb experience. He really has become a formidable force offensively.
And out of bounds, the Sooners will take it. Oklahoma trailing. Given how players come and go from college teams, the only real consistency we get year to year are the coaches.
Well, you know, that and the mascots. But absolutely, for a lot of these teams, coach is kind of the de facto star. And given how rapidly the lineups change, it's really a unique challenge to succeed as a coach at this level because of all the roster turnover every couple of years.
I have to agree with that. You're constantly reshaping your approach in reaction to your latest recruits and losses. It's an impressive balancing act they have to pull off.
Oklahoma calls. So the Gators win it.
And this was a total team effort. It needed to be with the mediocre performance from Junior.
Yeah, you know, I don't think he stood out perhaps the way we expected him to, but a win's a win. And hey, there's always the next time to go after it too.
And that concludes our broadcast. Thanks for being with us. Catch you next time.
You did your thing out there. Respect.
Looks like you took round 2. Man, their stock is going to rise with a game like that.
Nah, man, I'm just happy we got the win.
Hey, stay positive. You belong here.
I took round 2. In the back end, I believe, I can't remember. I can't remember if Cobb took me on the other side. But all I know is I took him and I took his stature at the back at round 2.
You ever saw a movie that you loved until the ending made you mad you saw the movie in the first place?
Yeah, more times than I can count.
Don't be that movie.
Those make sense to me.
You've done the work. You got scouts looking at you. Even that Alex Williams business was a good and bad thing. It raised your profile. But these next few games, it's like that movie. Finish strong. 'Cause I'll tell you, regression is the dirtiest word to a scout. You show a hint, it'll latch onto you like a bag full of bricks. That's why your father didn't make it in the league. I watched it eat him up to the very end, and I don't want to see that happen to you too.
You gotta say, you gotta go hard or go home. We're solid first round pick. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, give us a subscribe to my channel for more videos. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.